Beautiful Maimer of the Rebbe. This is on last week's Parsha of Matan Torah. And the accomplishment of Matan Torah, what Matan Torah accomplished in the world. As Chassidus explains, Matan Torah is the giving of the Torah was not only the concept of the Ten Commandments. The giving of the Torah was the aspect of Vayered Hashem, as you'll soon see in this second chapter of this Maimer, that God came down on the mountain. There was something happened. There was a transformation of the world. Something changed, because we know that the Gemara says, the Medrash says, that the Avos and the Shvatim tribes did the Torah actually nita. They did the whole Torah. The Gemara says that Avraham Avinu even kept mitzvahs d'Rabbanan, the commandments of the rabbinical commandments. If they kept the entire Torah, and the Torah says it itself actually, that God chose Abraham because he followed my commandments. So Tereisa, Mishpatei Tereisa, it says it openly in the Torah that the patriarchs kept the commandments. So if they kept the commandments, why did God have to give the Torah? So the Torah, there must be that the Torah is not that the God gave laws, rules and regulations. That's not what the Matan Torah is. There has to be a deeper, much greater accomplishment of Matan Torah that happened in the world. So this is the Rebbe. The Rebbe brings on a medrash on page 7. Isa medrash is a medrash, and the medrash says actually we just got in the shul. You turn around that the medrash Rabbi, that top shelf. I bought it, and it's a beautiful set of books. It's now in English. The medrash Rabbi on the entire Torah. And the Megillas and the five Megillot, and it's in English, and it's a beautiful set. It's a beautiful set of Svarim, beautiful set of books. So you should enjoy it. So you can read the Medrash, what the Medrash says. It's fascinating stuff. So the Medrash provides the following analogy. The Medrash gives it a mashal. The Medrash wants to give a mashal. What happened on Matan Torah? What was accomplished in Matan Torah? Once was a king who decreed that the citizens of Rome may not go to the citizens down to the Surya. There was a decree. He did these two countries, two cities, and he decreed on the cities. He said you cannot visit each other. Rome was a higher city, and Surya was a lower city. So you cannot go. And the citizens of Surik may not go up to the citizens of Roimi. And then the Eibishter, so too, when Hashem created the world, when God created the world, His world, He decreed, the heavens are for me, only the physical world is given to me, and that's it. Hashemayim, she would say it in Rosh Chodesh, in the Hallel. Shamayim Lashem, Oras Nosam Ne'adam, Lo Yamesim Yalu. Because we have the concept of Shamayim Hashem, that the heavens was given to God, and the earth was given to man, and there's a separation. There is some kind of a separation. Chashon, not a total separation. God says in the Parsha a couple of weeks ago, God says, I revealed myself to the patriarchs with the name of Shakai, Shin Dal Yud, but I didn't reveal myself, Hoy Daiti, I didn't reveal myself to explain myself in the name of Yudke Vavke, the name of God. Even though it says many times that God spoke to Abraham in Yudke Vavke, that's why it says Noidaiti. I didn't make it known to them. Maybe I said to them that name, but they didn't have a. Rashi says over there, I didn't reveal b'midas amitishali. I didn't reveal my true essence. My true essence I didn't reveal. And they didn't see the MS, the Amita Shali. Whatever that means. Because what means Amita Shali HaKadosh Baruch Hu, what means the essence, the truth of HaKadosh Baruch Hu is a very deep concept. Because the stamp of God is Midah Shal is a concept of truth. And that's why it's Nitzchias. MS is Nitzchias. MS is everlasting. And it's never ending. It's unlimited. So when Hashem wanted to give, so the Eibishter wanted that not only there should be in the world emes, but actually noidati, that a yid, that a human being would understand the emes, would be able to know the emes. Not that he will only have it something that is a distance from him, a belief in truth. He'll be able to know Idaiti. He will be able to know Midas. He'll be able to know the Mitzvah Shel HaKadosh Baruch Hu. It's interesting, the word emes, the word truth, is also amitis. It's an Aramaic word for the essence. When you say something is true, that means you have touched the essence. You have touched the not only the outer, in Chassidus it's the pnimius, the inner aspect of life. Not only the chitzonius, the outer expressions, you actually touched the amitis, the emes, the truth of something. As it says, there's a concept of you, the aspect of who is you. You know, who are you? You have a name, and then you have you. It's l'mayla mishem. It's higher than a name. It's what you are. You're not. The name was given to you. Even a human being, it gets a name 8 days later. He's a living human being 8 days before. Right? So he has a name. He doesn't even. He's nameless. God is also nameless. Your neshama has no name. Your neshama is l'mayla mishem. Your neshama is higher than a name, right? It's a neshama. What is it? It's who you are. Is your neshama. Your name is an outer expression, even though it has many things. So too, God is also has the same concept. Has a concept of chitzonius, outer expression, names of God. Shiva Shem Shel HaKadosh Baruch Hu. There are 7 names to God, so to say. And then there's Ata, there's you, there's a concept of the essence of HaKadosh Baruch Hu, mitosei, the essence of God. And that's really hard to touch. What is the essence of God? That's why you can't give it a name, because it's something, because it goes through everything. It's not something that you can be magneted, you put in a box. The essence of HaKadosh Baruch Hu is l'mayla migeder, you put in a box, automatically you limit the Kadosh Baruch Hu. You limit that concept. So here, God in essence, the lower worlds, so God broke this concept. Hashem wanted to give the Torah. He canceled his decree. Canceled the decree. He said, listen, it's over. The lower worlds can come up to the higher worlds, and the higher worlds can descend to the lower. I'm going to shatter this decree. I'm the king. It's good to be king. And I'm going to break after 2,000 years of the world. Right? In the year 2248, something like that, right? God decided, Matan Torah, this is the time I'm going to break this decree. 2,000 years. I'm going to break this decree, and I'm going to do something that I'd never done before. And the pasuk says it openly. Vayered Hashem al Har Sinai, and God came to the mountain. Vel Moshe el Amar Elei, came down. The Eibishter came down. Vel Moshe Amar Elei, and to Moshe said, "You go up. I'm coming down. You're going up. We're breaking this whole concept. Me and you, we're shattering the whole concept. We're changing the world. That's why Moshe Rabbeinu changed the world. Changing the world. The world's different. From now on, the world is different. Mashahaya, what was. It's a whole different world. A naya Welt. A naya new world. And that is it. It's not just a continuation. Matan Torah is not a continuation. Matan Torah is a beginning of a new reality. And that's why we always go back to Matan Torah, right? Even the whole Avram Yitzchak is from Matan Torah, right? How do you know Avram Yitzchak? From Matan Torah. Without Matan Torah, you don't have nothing. Okay. So that's the thing. The lower world. I'll go first. God says, I'm not going to wait for you to come up. I'll go down. And that's why it says, and Hashem descended on Har Sinai. And then it says, and to Moshe says, go up. I'm coming down. You're going up. I'm going to be the first. I'm coming down. Which is not, as you see, that God comes down first is lav dafka a great situation. Because that's a breakage of it. And that's why the Yidden were not ready. That's why the Jews were not ready for Matan Torah. So God came down, whether people were ready or not. He said, that's it. I'm breaking the decree. I'm coming down. But the Yidden ready for God to come down? Lav dafka. They were not ready. They were not ready. And the proof is they were not ready. They served the golden calf 40 days later. So they weren't ready. It was Shviras HaKelim, so to say.
He didn't know before coming?
He knew, but the David says, I have to show this concept. And I can't wait for you. I'm going to break the Kalim, and that will make it easy. I'll break the vessels, and that will make it easier for you to make new vessels and to start anew. But if I'm going to wait for you, is never going to happen.
Israel was not ready. Israel was not ready.
That's what they were not ready.
That's why Hashem said, if you're not ready, you're ready or not.
Here I come.
On top of you.
They were at the highest level.
If you're not going to accept it.
Yes.
Yeah. That's kafel. Yeah, right.
That's what it is.
But on the other hand, he said, Lamer, I want to know what they say. So Nasiv and Ishmael wanted to know what so it was a fluctuation of both expressions.
How come they would resort to idol worship after the revelation of Matan Torah?
Because there was such a revelation that it was not digested. It was a revelation that was impossible to digest. It was impossible to take it into an essence. And it took him time. That's why there was Matan Torah a second time. There was Luchas Hashnias, which happened. It happened a couple months later, right? This happened Sivan, Tammuz, of Elul, and Tishrei. Your Tishrei, the 10th day of Tishrei, was a Matan Torah. Was again the giving of the Torah, but it was B'chashoy. It was on the day of atonement, and that's why the day of atonement is the day that we have every year. Is Yom Kippur. Is a day the second luchas were given a second time. Luchas Hashni is the second luchas. So there's always the Eibishter gave forgiveness. Salachti, that's a very important thing to us. Yom Kippur, Davayim Hashem Salachti, God says, I've forgiven you. So it's all in the system. In essence, you can see that everything, as Kol B'dei Shamayim, everything is in the system. The Eibishter God wanted it this way. That it would go through this process. It wouldn't be only Luchas Rishonis, only the first Luchas. It will be also Luchas Shnias, the second Luchas. And there's a purpose in that also.
So, Rabbi, until Mashiach comes, we're going to do this circle over and over and over to remind us of everything over and over while we learn, while we attain this level of holiness. To get to a point where Mashiach will come, and then we'll have a whole new...
Right. But the truth is, you learn this Maimer, you're Chadoshim, you're not doing it over and over. The point of this Maimer is, as we started the Maimer, is you're not doing it over. It's supposed to be like new. So we're not doing it over. It's a new beginning.
I'm going on the next day to put my golf.
It's higher. You have to go higher.
What's the reason again that God gave us second tablet,
Yeah.
He just forgive us and give us the second tablet.
Ayim Hashem Salachti. Yidden did tshuva. Yidden did tshuva. The Jews did tshuva. They did tshuva.
They did?
Yeah. They did tshuva.
When Moses went up there and Hashem, we know Hashem came down, but why he sent Moses up there?
Let's see. Huh? Because the Yid has to go up. The Abish should come down, but the Yid has to go up. So the God can come down. The Abish comes down, but if you don't go up, still not a connection. We need to have both things. We need to have Shacham.
What was the reason he sent them up there?
Because a Jew has to go up. A Yid has to go up. You have to go up. You can't have the Abish only come down. The Abish comes down. As the Maimon will explain. There's Amshacham Milamayla Lamata. There's a concept of God coming down from Lamaila Lamata, and then there's a Halah Milmata Lamaila. Limit Torah, the Chassidus explains, Torah is Milamaila Lamata. Torah, when you learn Torah, when we learn Torah, it's from above. It's not our Chachma. This is Chachma Shalach Kadosh Baruch Hu. This comes from above. Tefillah is the Avodah of Lamata. Tefillah, prayer, is our Avodah going up. So there's Avodah. That's why you're supposed to learn first before you daven. Says you should learn. You should learn because first you have to have, because you always need Hamshacham Alamayla. To be able to be inspired here below, we need to have, that's why Ve'er Hashem Ha'asin, to be able, for us, to be able to go up, we have to have some kind of a connection. We Jews have within us a neshama. That's given to us. Milamayla, right? Whether you feel it or not, you have a neshama. You have a godly soul. Now, because you have a godly soul, that's why you can do Torah mitzvahs. If you didn't have a godly soul, you couldn't do it. So first, the Eibush has to give you a godly soul. He gives you a godly soul, whether you like it, you don't like it. Shleisha shutfim ba'adam. There are three partners in every human being, and God is the partner. He gives you a neshama, He gives you a soul. That's against your will. You didn't ask for it. He gives you this neshama. Now, you don't feel your neshama. That's a gift. That God can give you a neshama, and you don't feel it. That's one of the wonders of creation. That the Eibishter gives you a neshama, and I don't feel it. It's not a negative thing. It's a positive thing that I don't feel it. Why? Because then I have my avodah. If I felt my neshama, if there was a gil in nishmasi, then I would do everything. I would be a robot. I would do exactly what my neshama wanted. There would not be a question asked, right? Because I have gil neshama. I see the emes. So the Eibush did a wondrous thing. He took my neshama, he hid it. It's within me, but he created that it should be hid in a hidden way. And in that way, I have Avodas Atzmi. I have an aliyah. I can work on myself. And then I can reveal my neshama. And once I work on myself and I develop myself, I become a better person, a better guf, then my neshama can be revealed within me greater. And I can have a revelation of the neshama. And then we in essence, the Eibush did his work and I did my work. Without my neshama, I could never make myself better. Without me making better, my neshama would never reveal itself. So we both have done a job. That's why I'm part of creation. When they say the Eibush did, I'm part of creation myself. The Eibush created me, my neshama and my guf, but he put it in me, neshama shenasata bi tahirahi, we're going to say it in davening, the soul that you put into me, it is pure, right? We should say in the morning, the Eibush gave me back, God gave me back my neshama. Do I feel my neshama? No. Do I see my neshama? No. Why? Because my guf doesn't let me see my neshama, which might be a negative thing, but it's a positive thing. Because that's why I could get up in the morning and jump out of bed and run to shul and learn, and I feel good. Why? Because it's Avodas Atzmi. Because I did it. I could have slept. I could have continued sleeping. I could have not got up in the morning. I could have slept, right? There was a lot of Jews not in the shul today in the morning. Most Jews are not in the shul. Why am I doing it here? Because I decided I wanted to do it. I decided to get out of bed and come and daven. Nobody forced me to do this. Nobody put a gun to my head and said, you better be here today in the morning. Nobody. Decided to come on my own. That's Avodas Atzmi. That's my personal service. And that's a great Avodah. That's a great service. That's El Moshe Amalei. That's me going up. That's Hamshacha. That's Allah Milmata Lamayla. That's the concept of my going up. El Moshe Amalei. And to Yid, God says, okay, I've given you the capability. Without it, you don't have it. So without Yinashama, without Matan, you have nothing. I've given you the tools. Now you can go up. I want you to do your own service. I want you to do your own Avodah. And that's the Avodah of a Yid.
So
Yeah.
we look at it as if God came down because it's like a host greeting his guests, coming down first.
Yeah, I mean, that's the whole concept in Chassidus of why the chassan goes out to the kala. Chassan, the whole concept of the whole concept of Torah is symbolic in the chassan and kala and the chuppah. So what's the avodah? The avodah is that a chassan, even though he's the chassan, he's the ganze knacke, right? He's the man. He has to go out to the kala. He goes out to the kala. She's sitting on her seat, and the chassan goes to the kala. That's the Eibishter, and he veils her, whatever. That's the Eibishter. The Eibishter goes out to the kala. The Eibishter came out to his kala. The Eibishter says, I'm going to go out to the kala, even though I'm the Eibishter, I'm God. Right? And you're the kala, you're the people. I'm going to come and I'm going to uplift you. I'm going to give you the capability to be uplifted. I'm not going to leave you alone. I'm going to give you all the capabilities. I'm going to give you the potentials. That, the expression, the Eibush should trust us more than we trust ourselves. The Eibush says, I trust you. I'm going to come towards you. I'm going to be the first one to do it. Ani amaschel. That's the beauty. Ani amaschel. Right? So the chassid says, we both want to get married, but ani amaschel. I'm the one who's coming towards you. You're sitting there. Right? That's why even by the chuppah, when the Chabad is, when the kala comes to the chuppah, a minute ago, the world, I think, that the chassid walks towards the kala also. From the chuppah, he walks to the kala. And the fathers go out actually towards it. They go and welcome the kala. So it's all about welcoming the Yid. The Eibishter welcomes the Yid. The Eibishter, God welcomes the Neshama. He welcomes, he does that. He does that. Yed Hashem. Because the Eibishter says, Ilam Malay Oizrei, as the Alter Rebbe writes in Tanya, based on a medrash, if God wouldn't help us, we wouldn't be nowhere. So as much as we think that we can accomplish, but without God's help, you'll be nowhere. The truth is, think about it. Now, without other people's help, where would we be? Okay? We'd be still in the caves, right? So we do so much things. But you know how many people are involved in that you got it in the morning? Hundreds, thousands of people were involved in the car, in the roads, in the lights. And the ganze Welt was involved in you're getting here today in the morning. It's not so poshut. It's not so simple. It wasn't as you got up in the morning and you got here. It was a lot of avodah. A lot of effort went in getting to you here, in making sure you come here and that you come here safely and you're here. It's an avodah. It's avodah olam. So it's not. Took a village to make a man. It doesn't. It's so simple. You didn't come to where we didn't come to where we are in life on our own. Surely we didn't come to where we are in life without God. We didn't come to where we're in life on our own b'chlal. B'chlal, the Eibishter made the man that he cannot become without his parents. He cannot survive. Animals many of them can get up and go. We cannot do nothing, right? Humans, Pasha can't do nothing without the mother. Is garnished. He'll die. Pasha die. If the parents are not going to take care of him, he'll die. He's not going to clothe himself. He won't eat anything. He'll die. He will not survive. The Eibishter did that, so we would realize that we are dependent on others. It's not. Don't think you're so great. You're dependent on others. You need Avas Yisrael because you're dependent on others. You cannot make it here without others. Surely you cannot make it here to this point without God. And Ve'er Hashem, the Eibishter says, I'm a chesed. I'm chesed. Chesed says, I'm first. I'm kindness. I'm going to come down. I'm going to reveal myself to you, and it's going to make it easy upon you. But the problem is, again, that chesed, that sometimes chesed is so strong that the one who's makabel the chesed is not ready for the chesed. Is not really ready for the chesed. And that's it. So let's see. So the Rebbe explains the nature of godly revelation which happened at giving the Torah. When the Torah was given, God is revealed to the world from above to below. This means that the revelation was imposed on the world. By Yitro, God said, I'm coming down. Ready or not, I'm here. Right? Ready or not, I'm coming down. By Yitro Hashem. You better get ready. He told them, get ready. He warned them, Hag Bil Sahar, better go to the mikveh, guys. I'll take Shalish, whatever. Gave him all these rules. I'm telling you, because in 3 days, I'm coming down. That's it. That's it. I done. I've been waiting for 2,000 years. I'm coming. That's it. That's it. And that's why the Yidden died. Parcha Neshmasam. They died. Such a way they died. Right? How great they were. Couldn't handle it. This means that the revelation posed above. And that's what Kafal HaKigi is. One of them is he put it out there. He said, that's it. Take it or you're dead. You got no choice. I'm coming down. I need to accomplish it. The same expression. It says, Be'itoi b'chashen. Mashiach is going to be the same thing. Be'itoi in its time. The Eibush says, there's a certain date. Mashiach's coming. You're ready. You're not ready. Have a good day. Coming. That's it. It's ended. Or achashena. You can bring it earlier. I'm hoping you bring it earlier. You do it on your own. You bring this concept earlier. But if not, there's a certain date. There's a cutoff date. That's it. I'm not going to wait anymore. I'm coming. That's it. I'm coming down. Mashiach's coming whether you're ready or not. That's not good.
3-day warning?
We need to have, hopefully there'll be a 3-day
He's
warning.
the one who wakes you up.
That's correct. In the Shalom, that's it.
Mashiach early,
Yeah.
and the other Jews are not ready.
Not everybody's going to be ready.
We don't
Every
care
Jew
about
is
them.
ready.
Yeah.
Every Jew is ready.
I didn't know that.
We're- Yeah, 100%. Every Jew is ready. That's it. Every Jew is ready. Every Jew is ready. Yeah, the Chitzayin is not ready. Pnimis, they're ready. Every Jew is ready. Alter Rebbe said, a Yid, nishta vil, and nishta ken. A Jew, not he wants, not he can be cut off from HaKadosh Baruch Hu. It's not possible. Yeah, how to tshuva? Tshuva takes a second. How long tshuva take? Edifying. Everybody will do tshuva in a second.
For me, it's years.
You're a slow learner, but most Jews are much easier.
1 second.
So you do by you. It takes time. Most Jews, 1 second. The dudes who do tshuva can edify. How long does it take to do tshuva? In a second. The Gemara says. Tshuva takes, no, because you don't want to do it in a second. You can do it in a second. People that are addiction, people that have that have smoke, it's called cold turkey, you can stop in a second.
You gotta get in the mikveh.
There's a famous story, the Frierdiker Rebbe. Frierdiker Rebbe was known, you see many pictures of there. He was a smoker, he smoked. He was a smoker. Smoked cigarettes. Rabbi, they smoked. Came to America, he was visited by a doctor in 770. A friend of his, a doctor would come there once in a while. So a doctor came to him and told him, maybe it's time to stop smoking. It's not healthy. It's not a healthy thing to smoke. And they continued the conversation. And as they continued, the doctor himself took out they used to have those fancy, those days, a fancy gold. Yeah, but it was like a metal, it was like a gold pack.
Yeah.
And he took a cigarette out and he offered the Frierdiker Rebbe a cigarette. So the Frierdiker Rebbe said, I stopped smoking. So what do you mean you stopped smoking? No, I stopped. You said it's unhealthy. I stopped smoking. I used to smoke, but I stopped. That's it. I finished. It's done. It's done. I stopped smoking. That's it. Can you do that? And a lot of people do that. Cold turkey. That's it.
I spoke to the guy.
If you want to stop, you can stop.
I said, go divorce.
That's why I got kicked out of that
Now
group.
we divorce. And I told,
That's it. Okay, beautiful.
You guys want to quit?
So this means that the revelation was a post from above. So that's also when you stop something in a moment, that means you impose upon yourself. That's also so you can work through the issues of not smoking, go to detox, and go to it takes months and months and months, and then you can decide enough is enough. Right? That's when you decide upon yourself. Enough is enough. That's a gezerah malamayla, right? That's really it's not about piseichel. You just say enough is enough. Gandikt. I hit rock bottom. This expression in America is sometimes you got to hit rock bottom. So, but you say enough is enough if you can reach that level. But the world was not yet ready to contain and express this revelation. That was the problem. The Eibishter came down the mountain, revealed himself, forced himself upon the world, upon the Jewish world for sure, and he forced himself, and the Yidden were not ready. So if the world was not ready, why does the Medrash say that the lower world went up to the higher world at the time of the giving of the Torah? Doesn't this imply that they were refined and revealed? That the revelation said that doesn't make sense. According to your interpretation, the world was not ready. The Medrash says the world was ready. So the answer is the phrase is more accurately translated as the lower worlds are able, through the Jewish service of Hashem with Torah mitzvah, to be refined to the point of they reveal godliness. The ability was granted at the time. So by Yedid Hashem al Sinai, well, the world was not ready. The world was not ready. But the Eibishter said, I'm going to give the ability for the world to come Lamaila. That's why God needed to come to break the decree. So now the Tachtonim could go up to the Elyonim. There could be a Veda of the Tachton going to the Elyon. If there wasn't that the Elyon, that the above didn't come down. So in essence, well, I say in the morning, what's a chzaita be neshama? The Eibishter return my neshama. That's not. It's a gift. It's not what I'm not ready for it per se. Didn't do my avodah. I just got up in the morning. So you think, what do you mean? Why would God return my neshama when I even didn't do anything yet? I didn't do anything yet. Right? The Eibishter should wait for me, God should wait for me to do my service, and then bring my neshama. No. The Eibishter returns you the neshama before you wash your hands, when you're in a state of impurity. That's the greatness. That God brings the neshama down even before you become pure. You're still in a state of impurity. You didn't wash your hands, the lowest level of impurity. And you could, and God brings you the neshama down in that state. Because God says, no, that's the thing. I'm going to give you, I bring you on your neshama in the most coarse situation, in an impure body, to give it its potential to become pure. Not through my coming down, but through your service that you're going to do after that. That's the way you're going to bring, you're going to transform the impurity. You're going to transform the impurity. I'm not going to transform it. I can come down in impurity, right? Your neshama is pure, whether your guf is impure or not. Right? The Eibishter, God, is compared like a fire. He doesn't become impure. Torah cannot become impure. Torah can go anywhere. That's why Torah can go anywhere. It can go into a pure place, and it can go into an impure place. My neshama can come down into a goof that's impure. Why? Because my neshama is pure. It's lamaila, comes lamaila. And that's why I say in the morning, Shazayta be nishmasi, in an impure body. But now, why? Because now that God gave me back my neshama, now I have the potential of the day. Now I can make this day a great day. Without my neshama coming down into my body, I would never be able to make this day a holy day. But it's a potential. I can actually go through the whole day and do nothing.
Worst.
Right? I can go through and do nothing. So I can lose my potential. I can take the neshama that the Eibishter gave me and waste it throughout the entire day and not do anything. That's my prerogative. That's my free choice. But ultimately, if I have an unbelievable great day, it's all because Chazayta be nishmasi. The only reason why I had a great spiritual day is because the Eibishter gave me back the neshama. If not, I would never have it anyway. So really, who is the one to thank is God that He gave me back the neshama. That's why the Rebbe would say, Moidani is the most important prayer of your day. Doesn't have God's name, but it's the most important prayer of the day because without it, there's nothing. Without it, you have nothing. You don't have anything. Without God giving you back the neshama, you're just garnished. You don't know nothing. That's why the first thing I do, I say, thank God He gave me. I'm a yid. I'm not a goy. I'm not an eved. I'm not an isha. Whatever. It's all my expression that the Eibishter gave me back this neshama that I had yesterday and the day before, and I can start my avodah again. And my shahaya, what happened yesterday is irrelevant, or the day before is irrelevant, because the Eibishter, God, thus returned my neshama to my body today. So it's a new day. It's a new world. It's a whole new world. It's a whole new beginning. The world is open to me. Maybe it was closed yesterday. Today it's open to me. Because today my God gave me back my neshama, and my potential is unlimited. The Eibishter gave me unlimited potentials. But without that, so the Chazayta be nishmasi is Matan Torah, so to say. God, He comes down and gives it to me. But it's like the second luchas because it's quieter. Right? I don't wake up and it's quieter because I don't feel the neshama coming within me. I say the statement, Chazayta be nishmasi, but do I feel it? No. Depends the day. If I learn and I daven and I do Torah mitzvahs and I do the right way, then I reveal taka the neshama that I have within me. If not, the neshama went through the day, and it'll be the tomorrow.
Maybe you don't feel it, but enough that you are up and ready and your eyes is open, that's already the answer that you got your neshama back.
Yeah, but really the neshama, the koyach neshama is it's the neshama wants godliness. What do you think it came back for? The neshama came back for godliness. He's not interested in kol hashtusim avolim, in all vanity. He's interested in godliness. That's it in the avodah. That's the avodah. That's its service. It's godliness, spirituality. And if I don't give it to him, then it's basically his purpose was not accomplished. Why he came down. That's why I say Maidani again. I'm trying to express what the purpose is in the Sham right when I wake up in the morning. I'm trying to express right in that moment what was the purpose of my neshama. And the purpose was, that's the purpose of why I woke up today. Not with the business I'm going to do, the wonderful things I'm going to do, the food I'm going to eat. That's not the purpose why I woke up today. I woke up today, the Eibishter gave me back my neshama. That is what the purpose was. The Chzoras HaNeshama, the purpose of the soul. Everything is there for that purpose, for the purpose of the soul. So that's what the potential. David says, I'm giving you potential. I'm not going to force upon you. That I'm giving you in neshama, that I gave Matan Torah, he's not going to force upon you anything ultimately. The Jews proved it. You can't force upon a Jew nothing. You can't force upon anybody anything, because that does not last. You need to let the person choose himself.
The choice.
You have the expression by Adam and Chava. It's a very powerful expression. When the Eibishter meets them, he finds them eating. What is the very interesting word that the both of them say? Adam and Chava. It says va'achal, and I will eat. He says, doesn't say I ate. He says I will eat. Why? Because he says you cannot tell that you're taking away my free choice. You tell me I can't eat. Oh, not only I ate, I'm going to eat again. that I'm not going to eat is because I'm going to decide not to eat. You can't take away my free choice. I'm not eating because I'm not eating. You tell me I'm not going to eat? No, I am going to eat. Not I'm going to eat, I'm going to eat again. I'm going to eat it again. So a human being, you force him to do something, the dictatorship, it doesn't work. You need to let them have, they need to have free choice. The Eibishter wants you to have free choice. The Eibishter wants, God wants a Yid should come to Torah mitzvahs on his own free will. And that may take time. God's not in a rush. That may take time. The world's in a rush. We need Mashiach, so stop sleeping already. So, but the Eibishter says, I'm not in a rush. Wake up slowly. If you need to wake up slowly. Take your time. But because I want you to wake up. I don't want to wake you up. I want you to wake up on your own. Right? Because if I'm going to force you, so you'll do it one day, and the next day you're not going to do it. Because nobody likes to be
There's a good
forced.
example. If you take a chicken and put sand and throw it alive, she can take all the sand from
And
the
shake it
legs.
off.
And if you put the sand on the chicken and kill it, and you can take it out, you want to take it out of the sand, it's impossible.
Right.
So when
Yeah,
she
good
does by
word.
itself,
Right.
it's easier.
You cannot do it. You have to. The Eibishter wanted. God wanted that's the ability, but the actual accomplishment of this task happens later through the service. That's the accomplishment. So that's the way the Eibishter. God wants the ability is not your ability. It's not my ability. That I can do a Torah mitzvahs is because I have an neshama. If I didn't have an neshama, I couldn't do nothing. My Torah mitzvah would be worthless. A non-Jew that does Torah mitzvahs is the opposite of a chayim. He's not allowed to do Torah mitzvahs. Only a Yid can do Torah mitzvahs. Why? Because he's given a neshama. Did I choose my neshama? No. That was given to me. So without God giving to me, I can never be accomplished. And that I'm accomplished is because I have a neshama, and but ultimately it's my accomplishment, because that I have a neshama is not going to force me to do anything.
It's your choice.
It's my choice. As explained in Chassidus, one of the Chassidus explains that after the giving of the Torah, a Jew has the ability to permanently refine the physical world when he uses a physical object for the performance of a mitzvah. Before the giving of the Torah, a physical object were used to perform mitzvahs, but their nature had not changed through the action of mitzvah, because the lower worlds could not ascend to the higher world. That's it. As much as the Avos performed Torah mitzvahs, they did not refine the world. They didn't change the world. And that's what you see. Avraham Avinu, it says it had thousands of people, followers. But what happened? Yitzchak, when he died, he has new followers. All his followers disappeared. So too Yitzchak Avinu had thousands of people, they all disappeared. And Yaakov Avinu also had thousands of followers, they all disappeared. Because the second Avram, Yitzchak, Yaakov disappeared, they disappeared. Now, Abraham said no. That through the avodah of a Yid, he's going to change the world. Everything that he's going to change is going to become a nitzchi. Everything that he's going to do, every entity that he's going to change in the world is going to be refined forever. It's going to change the reality. And that's the beauty. That's what he says actually. There were Gadim before Matan Torah. Avram being a lot of Gadim. It says Avram was a guy to Gadim. Where were all they? Because it was not a Gatus that lasted. Today you do a Gatus, you last it forever. You become a Yid, and that's it. It never changes. You can't go back. So in those times you could go back. It says Yisro was Megaya, and then he went back. So according to some, decided to go back home. It's for Matan Torah. That's the whole question when he came. Before Matan Torah, after Matan Torah. So he went back. You can change. Today, once you change, once you become a ger, you can't go back. You can do whatever you want. You can say you can physically say you drop the whole thing and become. It's too late. Can't do whatever you want. It's too late. You've changed physically. You're changed. Again, the Torah has changed you. You can go back. You could say you want to do. You could say whatever you want. It cannot be changed. Once you step over the thing, it's done. Furthermore, the case of tefillin, it's all through the physical. We take a parchment, we change it into a mezuzah. he becomes Kaddish La'ilam Vad. You take a Sefer Torah, you took a parchment, you took ink, you change it to Torah, it becomes Kaddish La'ilam Vad. You have changed, you transformed the world, you made it into a Makan Kaddish. Okay.